Welcome to Lecture 9, where I'm going to show you how to write an effective press release. So you may or may not get asked to write press releases as an online writer, but either way, press releases are the perfect extra to add into the services you can offer clients. And we'll look into creating more bundled services later on in the course. What are online press releases used for? Now, traditionally, press releases were used to announce news to press. Major shock, I know. If a company launched a new product or had something to announce, they distributed a press release and hoped that the media would pick up on it and cover the story. More and more often, the online press release is used for different reasons, and the modern freelance writer needs to keep up with these changes. And more recently, businesses and marketing companies are using the humble press release to build buzz and drive traffic to their websites. This means the online press release needs to be just as engaging for readers as it is factual. It needs to be written just like an exciting news story, and like with the blog post that we looked at in the last lecture, it needs to draw readers in and engage them. A press release is different to a blog post though, and these next tips will help you write press releases that will impress clients, attract readers, create hype, and in some cases perhaps even go viral. How to write a press release. Find the angle. While the topic of a possible press release may be resoundingly clear, the angle isn't always quite so obvious. You need to use all your detective skills to unearth why the reader should care about the subject. A reader doesn't care if a company simply has a new product out, but they will care if that product is linked to a big story in the news, for instance. The angle is the most important part of writing a press release, and it needs to be identified immediately. Incorporate your angle into an effective title. Like with your blog posts, your press release titles need to reach out and grab anyone glancing over them. Unlike blog posts though, press release titles can be longer sentences that run into a couple of lines if necessary. Keep your title edgy yet factual and clearly identify the angle within it. Write a short opening paragraph that includes all the important facts. Of course, your first few sentences need to be enticing enough to get people to read on, but your press release's introduction also needs to contain all the facts. As a test, check that if everything but the first paragraph were deleted, the reader would still know all the story's most important facts. Support your angle with a second and possibly third paragraph. With the most important information at the beginning, use the next few paragraphs to expand and add a bit of colour to your story. Add more information about the angle and the company you're writing about, and use quotes to further liven up the piece. If you incorporate quotes from a company spokesperson into your release, most clients will simply okay them upon approval of the piece. Alternatively, call or email your client for more solid quotes. Conclude with facts and details. To end your press release, provide a fact about the company in relation to the angle or another appropriate context. Then tell the reader what to do next and where they can get hold of the company's products or services. Here are some bonus press release tips. The who, what, why, where, when and how of your release should be answered in your first paragraph. Always write in the third person. Ensure the tone isn't too promotional. Savvy online readers will spot and skim over this sort of fodder in a heartbeat. So what's the next step? As with writing blog posts, crafting press releases becomes easier with practice. The more you write them, the quicker you'll be able to identify those angles and produce your best work. As a freelance writer online, you're not just a writer though. To be successful, you need to be more than this. Offering your clients press release writing is great, but offering to also distribute it online means you're offering a full solution. This is something I've done. For an extra fee, tell your clients that you'll get their expertly written press releases distributed to Google News, Yahoo News, and all the other big news sites. And you'll get them sent out to relevant journalists who may or may not pick up on it. So how do you do this? All you have to do to make this happen is to sign up to one of the big press release distribution companies like PR Web. Again, this is in the useful resources section. Then you upload your client's press release with them. You can get a basic account for free, or you can sign up and pay for the bells and whistles account. It's your call. Your other option is to manually contact relevant journalists and bloggers with your press release and ask if they'd be interested in running a story. Now, journalists receive correspondence of this kind every day, so ensure your pitch is friendly, professional, and relevant to their readership. And remember, there aren't any guarantees that journalists will pick up on the story. So please complete the actions exercises for Lecture 9, and I'll see you in Lecture 10, where we're going to look at how to make your writing search engine friendly.